Hi guys, Marcial here, and welcome to Breakdown. This video is just a breakdown updating you on the Sony and Disney beef that is keeping Spider-Man from continuing in the MCU and future Marvel films. Now, from what's happening between Sony and Disney, we know that Spider-Man will never return to the MCU. In 2015, Sony and Marvel struck a deal where the MCU can use Spider-Man in crossover films, where Marvel takes about 25% off the box office sales and Sony takes 75% on all sales on standalone Spider-Man films, including Homecoming and Away From Home. Now let's go back to the beginning. So after a huge bankruptcy issue in the 1980s, Marvel sold the rights of Spider-Man to Sony for $10 million with 5% off merchant sales. Now looking at the MCU's recent success in Marvel films, it's safe to say they want Spider-Man and all 900 of the heroes and villains in the Spideyverse back. Showing how successful Spider-Man became in only 2 MCU films, compared to the Sony versions, Disney noticed how popular he was becoming in sales and wanted to renegotiate the deal. Disney proposed that Sony and Marvel take 50-50% of all box office sales. Sony hated the idea and wanted what was originally agreed on. After days of Sony and Disney fighting, the president of the MCU, Kevin Feige himself, finally said enough and stated that he will no longer produce any more Spider-Man films. I, for one, dislike the idea, but I understand where Sony's coming from. Sony bought Spider-Man for $10 million and 5% of all merchant sales. Keep in mind that Sony only owns all the Spider-Man franchise, which is like 900 heroes and villains, including the Spider-Man himself. If they lose that, they go out of business. Disney is trying to buy out Sony for $5 billion, about $1 billion more than the MCU. Disney has regained the X-Men and the Fantastic Four franchise from Fox. As seen in Disney Plus under the Marvel category, you'll see some X-Men and Fantastic Four films that were added into that category. Owning the X-Men and Fantastic Four is great, but 900 heroes and villains are still in ownership of Sony, and seeing how he's in almost every comic, the producers have to rewrite scripts around Spider-Man. What do you think? Should Sony just give up and give in to Disney's offer to buy them out? Or should they keep Spider-Man and with the newly loved Tom Holland try to continue the story from where they left off? Comment your thoughts and theories down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.